Hello everybody, welcome to another Command and Conquer Red Alert 3 cast. I am your host, Aliens Production Entertainment, and today I have a 1v1 on the Infinity Isle, and it is against players that I don't think I've casted before, so this is going to be joyful to see. I don't know why you're going double JoJo's, but okay, I'll just come back to that in a minute. For the players for this match today, we have Messican as a purple Empire of the Rising Sun, and an orange Soviet, which is going to be played by H2O Chris. So we have, I don't know if I've casted Chris before, but I've seen his name around, and I know he plays Red Alert 3 a lot. And Mexican is going for a double dojo right near the Derrick, which is quite weird, honestly. I don't see why you put two of them here unless you thought one was going to get destroyed, which they both did. So that didn't really work out in your favour. And yeah, that was quite a lot of money that you just used up in the first bit of the match there. Not sure if that was a great move considering how it failed, but we'll see how the rest of the match goes because you still have a little bit of a chance to claim back what you've lost. Signals are being produced from the War Factory, quite normal there for a Soviet player. I think that's going to be a super reactor building there. The engineer is, don't know what you're going to be doing exactly, but you need to go along the water or something. And there's a terror drone. Okay, so Chris is going to go for one of the ore collectors, it seems, and Mexican will probably lose one of them, to be honest. There we go, goes on the land, and I think it's going to support the sickles, which are just there. There you go. So one of them is going to go in, and they're going to get the ore collector there. Tengus are going to be mass produced from that war factory there. They're going to hopefully try and take out these sickles, but I don't think they're actually going to be killing them quick enough. The terror drone surprisingly does not do anything against Empire units, but they won't actually. The Tengus won't be able to get the sickles quick enough. As you can see, the harvester dies just before the sickle got destroyed, so unfortunately he does lose half his economy right now. He'll need to immediately build that back up. When that wall was being built, in case, I suppose, in case that he came for that harvester, but it doesn't really need it. That was quite funny. So at the moment, yes, Chris has gone for the expansion there. He's going to be getting that old mine there. I don't know if he's necessarily going to be getting the Derrick, but he should be at least. His opponent has got the Derrick for himself as well. And I doubt that Messican will make another attempt to capture this Derrick. That first time at the start of the match will probably be the only time that he tries to do it. Because that aggressive move could have worked, could not have. It was quite a risky thing to do. And here we go, Messican already going to be going at Chris's harvesters over here. So I've got quite a few Tengus and chipping away at the harvester's health. But I don't think any got destroyed though. I think they all managed to survive. I don't know. Oh, did they all manage? Yeah, they all managed to survive. Well, good for Messican. He actually keeps his units alive, and he really damaged the ore collectors. So if he comes back quick enough, he'll be able to do some more damage to those ore collectors and hopefully destroy them, which means that obviously the economy would be reduced and stuff for Chris. He'll put yeah, everything will be slower, because everything revolves around the economy, but you know what I mean anyway. The VX gets deployed as well. They'll probably want to finish off these collectors. Bullfrog comes in, hopefully he should be able to take out the Bullfrog quite easily there. Obviously he'll need to back him up and stuff. Oh no, what are you doing? No, you shouldn't just chase the Bullfrog. That is exactly what you should not do, because nearly both of them died. Oh my god, that was such a bad play there. That is quite terrible. Oh, another VX just gone down as well. That is terrible there. But I mean, the thing is, if you want to tackle a Bullfrog, just like you have to keep going back and forth, hover over the ore collector, and then when you get a chance to do some damage to it. That's basically how I would do it, at least. But I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? You wouldn't just follow the unit in case it did just what it just did there. Oh dear. But I don't know. He might reinforce that one unit there with some more VXs. He could, because those ore collectors really should be taken care of. One is at a quarter health, one is just under half health, so they could both be destroyed. But obviously that's not his main focus. He needs to get to refinery, which he is doing. I don't know if he's going to take the sea ore mine there. He probably should. And there aren't any units that are protecting this area here, so he should be fine. and he's still training Tengus and VXs, so Messican is still going to go for that combo there. I don't know if he's going to make a switch to Tengu, no not Tengus, Tsunami tanks, so that he could possibly go around the back, maybe eliminate an expansion if it was there, or at least take a look and hopefully come in the rear and cause some chaos. But he's making another attempt to try and destroy the ore collectors with more Tengus, and it didn't go quite as well. But at least he does slow down the economy of his opponent, so it is not too bad that he tried to attack there. VX taking quite a bit of damage there, but he does survive. And because Chris has moved up, he probably will be putting a line of units over here. He'll be preparing for attacks against his opponent there. And oh my god, I thought that was a super weapon there for a second. Yeah, Crystal Crane being built over there, which is fine. He's going to repair his harvesters. I don't know if that one actually got destroyed or not. It may have done. Over here we had a Tengu, I think, and it just killed. It just got died. So unfortunately, press F to check for that Tengu there. But we're going to have a third dojo core be put up that little hill there. I don't know what he's going to do with that exactly, but Chris is going to be moving in for the attack here. The Terror Drone does freeze the dojo core, and we're going to be seeing some Tengus coming in as well, and we're going to be pushing that Twin Blade back, but the Bullfrog will be doing a lot of damage to the Tengus. The Tengus do take out the Terror Drone, and the tanks get rid of the Tengus. He's got a quite nice amount of forces there to deal with whatever Messican can throw at him. And obviously that's really how you're supposed to do it when you're attacking someone else's base, but Messican can't really do much against all these forces here. He doesn't have any VXs to use, and it looks like it's just going to be losing this refinery, so he won't even sell it, which is quite sad. But he will be losing that refinery, but he does get one of the other ore collectors, which is quite nice. So at least that's something. He isn't too, yeah. Oh god. I bet that's going to be annoying for him. He can't actually transform unless the MiGs were to get him. He just needs to move away. No, he's not going to move away. I don't see why one Tengu. I don't see why necessarily you want to keep it there. I mean, I know you want to prevent it from going back to base, but it's like still. And he's still attacking the collectors, which is... I'm surprised he hasn't really changed tactics, because just attacking the collectors won't be enough to subdue his enemy. There are only 2 bullfrogs, and I don't know if he, I don't know if Messican wanted to go VXs, but obviously Chris is getting a naval yard down. That's why his position is NCB close to the water. He's also going to get this ore mine over here. And there we go. Now we're going to see some tsunami tanks and VXs. So possibly he's going to go for amphibious assaults, covered by air by the VXs. I'm going to see a little patrol from Chris to see if there's any sort of expansion. And I've seen neither players gone for the back expansion there. But we have seen some attacks of the harvesters over here. A couple of twin blades trying to do some damage over there, forcing the Tengus to deploy. But quite a few trades going off over here, so at least that's not going to be too one-sided for either opponent there. I think there's 1 unit lost from that attack for each player, so that's not too bad. Tsunami tanks are going to come down with the Tengus and VXs. I'm not sure if Chris is going to plan on amphibious assault or not. Is he going to go Stingrays? He could just go Stingrays and a cooler subs. That probably would do a lot of damage, to be honest. Obviously we've got some tanks there, but if he just puts some of these units to the front of the base, then it could potentially just distract him or something. That was the word. Just distract him, and then get some naval units to come over to this area and put down the defenses over here. Get rid of the turret, obviously. But wow, okay, so he's busy. He's busy with that Tengu over there. He's not going to survive, unfortunately. And he's looking like he's doing quite well. He has gotten that one bit of ore there. He has got that ore mine, but his opponent has not, which is quite dangerous really. He's going to be heavy in the resources war, but then we'll see quite a bit of a conflict going here. And it looks like Messican is actually pretty pushing back on Chris at the moment, so that's going to be good for him at the moment. He's going to at least give himself a little bit more time. I am surprised he has enough units to deal with the attack force of Chris. I mean, he did only take out a Twin Blade or something, I think. It was only one unit, I'm not too sure what it was. But that's quite a decent force over there, I must say. And if he had some Tengus, like that one, that would be perfect. But most of it is all the units are on the ground at the moment. But at least they have a small chance of taking care of all of these tanks here, which there aren't many of, fair enough. And we see the bullfrogs coming in. They're going to help with the defense of the area over here. And we see the tsunami tanks, Emperor's Rage put down for the ground units there. And we'll be seeing one of the Twin Blades getting killed as well. The tank is doing quite a bit of damage towards the hammer tanks there. Do have a little bit of an edge because of the Emperor's Rage, but most of the units do go down actually, which is quite unfortunate. They just get swarmed too much. Too many hammer tanks are pummeling at their defenses, and the units just go down really quickly, unfortunately. But he does get rid of some hammer tanks. And he's gone to double war factory, which actually makes sense. He's got a lot of resources, and in fact, he's taken a lot of war mines. Actually, that's quite surprising actually, because Messican hasn't really focused on resources yet, so that's going to be quite problematic for him. If his opponent is getting more resources than him, he's probably going to be outnumbered. I don't think that Chris needs to transfer to tier 3 at all. He can just spam tanks, and then that meta could just win him the game. But Tengu's still making efforts to get the harvesters, like they've done all game pretty much. But we're going to be seeing some tanks up front there. They're all armed with their vampire beams. I'm not sure if they're going to be used or not. They probably will soon. I mean, there's quite a few tanks already. Tesla Core being brought up there to deal with the Tengu. And we're going to be seeing another attack here as well. So there's going to be some Tengus there, trying to take out some smaller forces, and then again, one of them do get destroyed, but a couple of them are also surveying the land. He's really desperate to try and get as many harvesters as possible, and I'm not too sure what he's doing in the meantime. This must be like something he'd do as like something else was being built or something. He wants to, I think he's trying to keep his opponent busy while something else is being planned, but I'm not too sure what it is exactly. He's got a Tango over here, but he's not training any other units, which is quite weird. He has got some Tangos there, but I've not seen VXs or Tsunami tanks, so I'm not too sure what exactly he's doing. Oh, so he's focused, he's now gone to that expansion and got some, okay, Yari mini subs. That's fair enough, so that must be what he's focusing on, and he's using the Tangos to distract his opponent. Okay, this is going to be good. Chris is trying to distract the ground units with the Stingray and hopefully get the Harvester in the process, but that didn't really work out, as Messican was actually competent enough and saw that coming and managed to move the Harvester out of the way. Good plan in general. I think that Chris was actually just hoping that his opponent wasn't actually paying attention enough, but he was, surprisingly enough. So that's at least giving him a win a bit. Tengu also again going to be get damaging the ore collector there. Oh, here we go, more VXs have been trained now. He has gotten rid of that refinery and he's going straight for the MCD. Okay, here we go, and we've also got an attack from Chris with a load of hammer tanks. I don't think that Messican should actually be going straight for the MCD, to be honest, right now. Oh my goodness, he actually gets it. Okay, I think it was because Chris sold it, but I think it's not really going to do much. He's just given himself over 1,000 credits. I mean, look at this. I doubt that Messican's going to survive after this. I admit that it's good that he's trying to get rid of his opponent, but like, he really shouldn't just focus that much on his opponent's base. I don't think that Messican is going to survive this, and look at the amount of tanks that are there. Even the drone swarm defenses are not going to help. VX also gets put down as well. It's going to try and put down some damage on the bullfrogs. One of them do get destroyed, and even a Terror Drone comes out of there. And yeah, it looks like Messican is going to go down out of this match. Yeah, it's going to be quite unfortunate. Oh, maybe. I don't know actually. Hang on a minute. So see that Messican is actually making use of these, 3 units he's using at the moment. But he's really damaging H2O's base at the moment. He's really damaging Chris's base. But hang on a minute. Let me just have a think. Chris doesn't have a naval yard anymore, and his engineer is just laying there. And Messican himself has a naval yard. So I don't know if this is too early to say, but I think he might still have a small chance of eliminating his opponent. I'm not too sure though. It's too early to say, but I don't think that it'll be too long before we see whether it does or not. Ooh, Heroic VX is going to be doing a lot of damage to this reactor there. I was going to say refinery, but that's not quite right. Reactor, and I don't know if that's necessarily going to get him out of the match. Are there any production structures? I don't think there are. No, there aren't any. That's incredible. So, okay, but I mean, all these tanks are here. Obviously, the tanks will actually get rid of this one refinery, but this outpost will not be able to be reached by these tanks, and the bullfrogs are also dead as well. So we can't deal with the VX. Oh my goodness, so could Messican actually come back from this? This is going to be extraordinary. Look at this, the VX is just going to be getting rid of these tanks here, and are those tanks actually going to be able to? Yes, they are. They're going to be able to leech that refinery there. I did not think the beams had that range. They shouldn't get the Imperial docks up quite far. And oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. Messican is just getting rid of all these tanks, and I think he's actually going to beat his opponent, to be honest. Yeah, Chris doesn't actually manage to leech the refinery. He does leech the harvester, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. I think Chris is done. Wow. Wow, that is amazing. That was close, man. I didn't actually think Messican would win that, considering that last attack was it was very bleak. They had so many tanks. I did not think that Messican would be successful, but that was really good. I love how Messican came back from that, and obviously with him harassing Chris a lot and aiming at his harvesters, it did help quite a bit to prevent his opponent getting any resources as much as he could have done if he left him alone. So at least that was something. Thank you very much for watching this. I've got a bit of a nose problem, which is why I'm sounding a bit weird, but hopefully you did enjoy that, and I will see you in the next video, boys.